Thank you so much. And yeah, one thing I love the most about being within the College of Humanities and Social Sciences is just how open and awesome all of our faculty and the folks in our dean's office are. You can always turn to those people, your instructors, your professors, your advisors, and the dean's office staff if you ever have issues. And I appreciate that. So thank you, Laura. All right, let's get to a presentation. So as we mentioned, this is part of the humanities and social sciences. And within that, the Student Success Resource Center is just really here to help and support you. So since we can't be on campus together at the moment, we are just going to play a little video to give you an idea of what campus, will be like one day when we can all be back together, as well as some of the programs that we offer.
Hey Bears! Welcome to the University of Northern Colorado's College of Humanities and Social Sciences. We are a college that offers a broad range of academic pursuits. These various disciplines give students a fuller understanding of the past, present, and future roles of both the individual and society in shaping human experience. The humanities and the social sciences are cornerstones of a liberal arts education. In courses and other learning experiences provided by the college, our students become familiar with the most significant accomplishments of the human intellect and spirit, and gain appreciation for the potential we have as humans and as societies. The College of Humanities and Social Sciences is spread through 3 buildings. The majority of our college is located in Candelaria Hall. Here you will also find the Dean's Office and the Student Success Resource Center, both located on the lower level. The Philosophy Department and the Department of Political Science and International Affairs are located in McKee Hall, while the Departments of English and History are both located in Ross Hall. Though our offices are contained within these 3 buildings, your classes with us can be located all over campus. So we encourage you to explore all the buildings on campus when you get the chance. All of our students, from Africana Studies to Political Science to World Languages, and all the programs in between, are united by our values in leadership, personal growth, and making a difference for the community. Here's what a few of our students have to say about the College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Make sure to get even more out of your time at UNC by participating in various events, clubs, and research opportunities. Speak with your program or check out our websites for more information. We are all excited to have you here, and we can't wait to see how you contribute to UNC.
But first, I really want to just dive in a bit deeper into some of the top tips, resources, things that you should know, just to make sure your semester gets off to a great start and continues smoothly. And that's really just all about the hero support we have for you at UNC. So we are going to talk about some kind of key things. First, I'm just going to give you a few little tips about stress because especially this semester, we have a lot happening right in our world, and we definitely anticipate the stress to be even higher than usual. So we're going to talk about just 1 or 2 concrete things to help you with stress. We're going to talk about planning, some study skill tips, and campus resources, as well as our special success guides that we have created for you and are tested and tried by the coaches as well as students. First, when it comes to stress management, right, we all have our own little sort of ways that we deal with that, but you might take the first couple weeks of the semester, especially, to try a few different things and kind of figure out what helps you really manage your stress best. And so it could be things like social connections, and we actually have a Bears Connect website. And on that Bears Connect, you're going to be able to find virtual events that are happening. They have a lot of tips for, being online, your online classes, online events, and other just ways that you can find some of those connections, even though we're a bit further apart this semester. You could also try things like different expression. For me personally, I love my bullet journal. And for my bullet journaling one, it helps me just decompress at the end of each week when I fill it out, as well as the beginning of each month when I set up my new kind of plans. And it's a little bit of a creative outlet for me. I'm not a super artist, so I definitely don't go all out, but it is really nice just to go through and outline and practice my handwriting and calligraphy. So you might try some sort of journal or coloring books, other ways that you could express yourself. You might think about movement. This does not have to be running a 5K. That's definitely not for me, but I find even just walking around the block or doing 10 minutes on the treadmill or just stretching in the evening definitely helps with some of my stress management. And so kind of think about, again, the first couple weeks, test a few different strategies and ways and see how you feel. Reflect really kind of carefully on how you feel at the end of the day, how you feel the next day after doing some of these activities. So that way you're prepared and you know what your go-tos are, what your outlets are when things get even more stressful as the semester kind of ramps up. Now, one thing that tends to help me feel less stressed overall is definitely planning. And so we like to talk to students a lot in our offices about, goal setting as well as planning your time to make sure you're prioritizing the things that you need, planning your environment to set you up well for success, and then again, planning how you're going to connect, whether it's connecting with your professors, figuring out when their office hours are, what their email is, or connecting with your peers. And so when it comes to planning, again, I'm a big fan of both a paper journal and I use digital apps. There's certainly pros and cons to each of them, but that's one thing that if you make an appointment with a success coach, we would love to spend 30, 40 minutes talking to you and figuring out what your kind of best strategy for planning really is. Same with things like time. Are you better at sort of task switching, moving from task to task, or do you like to block out kind of larger chunks of time to really help you get in the zone and focus on maybe one paper for an hour, and then you're going to focus on your reading for the next hour, and then take a little bit of a break and recharge for the next half an hour. Those are all some time management and time planning that we can definitely help you with as well. Now, when it comes to the environment, I call it clearing the path, but really it's just making sure that your physical as well as your emotional headspace is set up. So it could be as simple as, this is going to be the corner of my room where I focus on my homework. Or maybe you do, if you are on campus, go to the library. It is still open for you, but just making sure your environment is really planned and set up for you. With me, let's go on to some study skills, just a little bit. Again, I would love to spend a full hour talking just to you about your personal study skills. But when it comes to kind of improving those study skills, you might think about how you're sort of taking notes and what has worked for you in the past, what hasn't. It's very classic to just do bullet points. And for a lot of people, that works really well, but you don't have to just do that. If you find yourself sort of processing information really well, if you kind of are more hands-on, you might try even drawing a little comic strip after each of your classes to sort of showcase what were the topics. Can I cartoon it out? That could be a new kind of interesting way for you to study. For me, one thing that helped a lot was what we call this goal-based reading. And it's a real worksheet that I actually used even through grad school. And the idea is, I took my notes on the chapters, on the lectures as it was happening, but then at the end, really summarizing, okay, what was the goal of that lecture? What was the big picture? What were the 3 or 4 main things my professor talked about to get us to that goal? and really doing just a one-page summary afterwards, which then helped me to actually study for exams and write papers later on, having a nice one-pager to refer to rather than flipping through all of my notes. You can also think about creating a study schedule. So that kind of goes back into our time planning. And we really, really want to help you create concrete study schedules where you say, you know what, I'm not going to study some because some is not a number. I'm not going to study soon because soon is not a time, but I'm going to study from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. because I'm a real morning person, and I'm going to look through chapters 1 and 2 on Monday, and I'm going to review chapters 3 and 4 on Tuesday, and getting really concrete. And so we absolutely are here to help you set up those study schedules so you feel really powerful going into your exam season. Now, we are not the only people on campus here to help you this semester. And so definitely make sure that you save these different resources, use them, they are free, use them, they want to help you. And so the Writing Center, fantastic, fantastic place. You can book your appointments online, and they actually have Zoom and email consultations. They can go through your papers and your projects with you to make sure the organization is clear, that you're hitting the prompts that you're supposed to be writing or talking about. And then, of course, looking at things like grammar. I love the Writing Center, cannot speak highly enough of them. Same with our friends at Tutorial Services. You can set up both group and individual tutoring appointments, and just go and meet with a peer tutor to review some of that material. I definitely understand how fast, sometimes the lecture goes, and it just helps so much to sit down with somebody and go over it again. And so Tutorial Services, another fantastic service to definitely use. Our Disability Resource Center is here to help you with any accommodations that you need, just to make sure the learning environment suits you and is going to be a successful environment for you. And so if you have questions with that, we can help you get that process started with the DRC. Our Counseling Center, another free service, and they are going to have virtual appointments this semester. And so definitely being able to call, get your first kind of appointment set up, and then they'll take you through the process to make sure you can get regular or group counseling sessions in this semester. And last, kind of our best kept secret, in our Missioner Library, we actually have subject librarians who are designated for the different subjects across the university, and they are here to help you research and find sources and just understand how to use the library as a resource. And so when you get into class and you have papers and projects coming up, don't forget there are people literally in the library there to help you find the information that you need, understand how to cite things correctly, and get the sources that are going to help you earn that grade. And finally, our success guides, our planners. These are things created by the Student Success Resource Center. And we do have them available to download with an example and a video showing you how to use it. And so anytime you need help with, we have time planning, we have that study schedule, we have things on note taking, we have things on goal setting. There is a huge variety of success guides that we have already set up for you. So I definitely encourage, go to our website, bookmark it, save it, and make sure that you have them, and we are very happy to fill them out with you. One of my favorite things to do, in fact, is filling out these success guides with students. We also, on our website, and I'll be sending this link out to all of our students in our first newsletter, is our digital planner. And so we have created a digital planner for the spring semester for you to download and use, and it already has important deadlines and dates, events loaded up in there, so you don't miss any deadlines, you don't forget what's going on, and you can plan your time. The coaches, Coach Becca, Coach Jasmine, we are here to help you, and we all have kind of our own special background and flavor on how we've been successful or we've learned and had to adapt throughout college and school. And so definitely make those appointments to meet with us whenever you have those questions, and just need a little bit of extra support. All right. Now, if you take away nothing else from this presentation, I hope that you remember these 3 most important things to be successful in your first semester here at UNC. And that first one is going to be office hours. Office hours, otherwise known as student hours, are times that your instructors, your professors have really set aside for you to meet with them, for you to talk with them. And we cannot push office hours enough. They are so helpful, so important. Stay in open communication with your faculty and find when are their office hours. You should be able to see them on the syllabus or on Canvas, and go ahead and make those appointments. Stop in, get to know your professors, and ask the questions that you have before the deadline for the assignment passes or before too much time has gone on. So I definitely challenge you in the first 3 weeks of the semester, figure out when office hours are and just go ahead and get any of your early questions answered. Now, the second important thing, bear mail. Bear mail is known as your university email account. This is where we're going to be sending all of your important information. So your faculty, your advisor is going to be sending things to your bear mail. The registrar might be sending things to your bear mail. We'll be sending you events and updates and reminders to your bear mail. So get in the habit. Again, really big on being concrete. So I recommend just setting an alarm every day to check your bear mail to make sure you get in there and just make sure you haven't missed anything. And last, URSA. URSA is your homepage for everything you need, pretty much as a student, including shortcuts to bear mail, Canvas, and DegreeWorks, which all are going to be important for you as a student. So make sure you bookmark URSA, get in there. There's going to be hyperlinks to things from financial aid to buying your parking permits to dining and housing information. And then, of course, all the stuff that you'll need to register when the time comes. So reminder, again, the Student Success Resource Center, we're here to help you. We are offering in-person as well as virtual and phone appointments this semester, as long as we can. But we do definitely recommend and request grabbing an appointment. And so you can do all of that online through our website, or you can go ahead and give us a call, and we will be able to get you scheduled and booked for that conversation. And again, we can do a video chat if that works best for you. You can come visit us on campus, or we can do a phone call, kind of meeting you where you're at. And before you go, please update your contact information. You can find this in URSA. This is to make sure that you get all the information that you need. It's going to be your address, your phone number, just as a great reminder. Every semester, make sure you get that updated, because we don't want you to miss out on the important information that's happening. All right, thank you. Those are the top important tips to get your semester started off strong. Definitely stay connected with us. We are on Instagram and Twitter. Our Instagram account, every Monday, we post a short video with a success tip. And then, the rest of the week, we have Wellness Wednesday posts and things happening around campus. And so we're very excited that you are here. Welcome to the spring semester. And I hope that I see you in our office soon.